Be careful. This person is planning to harm you. Open immediately, my beloved child. Listen with your heart, because what I'm about to unfold carries the weight of urgency. From the very first word to the very last line, you are stepping into a revelation meant to keep you safe, aware, and one step ahead. What you will discover here is not ordinary, it is powerful, hidden, and directed at you alone. Every whisper in the air around you has been signaling a shift, but you have not yet grasped its depth. Someone close to you has been weaving intentions in silence, watching, calculating, preparing. Yet what they didn't know is that the light over your life has already exposed their plans before they could ever touch you. Stay close to these words and do not move away, because within them lies the shield you didn't realize you already carried. The unseen eye of heaven has caught what the human eye would miss, and now the veil is being lifted piece by piece. That person who smiles in front of you, their thoughts behind the curtain are not aligned with their actions. But here's the truth, you are not defenseless, and you are not alone. While they tried to plant shadows, a greater force has already surrounded you with clarity, preparing you to see beyond the masks. You were chosen to be aware at this very moment, so that every step you take will be guarded with wisdom. Hold steady, because the story is about to deepen, and I need you to stay with me until the very end. The signs that have been around you were not coincidences, they were warnings in disguise. The restless nights, the sudden silence, the way your spirit felt unsettled, this was your intuition catching signals before your mind could explain them. The person you thought you could trust is the very one carrying double thoughts inside their heart. Outwardly, they act as though they are a companion, but inwardly, their motive bends in a different direction. You must know this now, because your safety is not in their hands, it is in the truth being revealed to you here. My beloved, listen carefully. The one who thought they could outplay you underestimated the divine shield you carry. What they attempted to plant in darkness will never sprout, because your awareness is the light that burns it away. Their plans collapse the moment you open your eyes to see them. The coming days will bring confirmations. Someone's words will slip, their expression will crack, and their pretense will falter. You will notice how suddenly the energy changes when you walk into a room, how silence becomes heavier when your presence arrives. These are the subtle revelations unveiling their hidden side. And here is your greatest strength. You are not meant to confront in chaos, you are meant to outstand with calmness. The power you carry is not in reacting but in knowing. By staying anchored in this awareness, you are already 3 steps ahead of anyone trying to move against you. Stay with me, child, because this unfolding has layers, and each layer takes you closer to clarity. The same way shadows flee when the sun rises, so too will the truth erase every illusion placed before you. Their intention will not touch you, for the hand of protection has already sealed your path. Archangel Michael says, "Be still and know that no weapon formed in thought or hidden in heart can prosper against you." His sword is not of iron but of pure light, and it already cuts through the cords of deception spun around you. In the stillness of your awareness, you win without struggle. The atmosphere around you is shifting even now. Where once you felt uncertainty, a new clarity is being poured into your spirit. Where once you felt heaviness, a calm resolve will begin to rise. This is not fear, it is foresight, and foresight is your shield. Listen closely, The one who pretended to stand for you will soon be exposed by their own actions. Their words will betray their heart, their behavior will reveal their true intent. And you will be watching, not in panic, but in quiet strength, knowing this truth was already delivered to you before it even happened. Do not let your heart race with fear, because fear is the only door they could ever use against you. Instead, anchor yourself in certainty. Let every breath remind you that heaven saw what they tried to hide and already sealed the outcome in your favor. You are not walking unguarded, you are walking watched, shielded, and guided. The very moment they thought they were building against you, they were building the evidence that would expose them. And now, their mask cannot remain, for truth always rises like dawn after the darkest night. Stay until the end of this message, because the last words carry the key to your peace. The same way a lock clicks open only when the final turn is made, this revelation will only complete when you hold the final truth. You will walk away not only safe, but strengthened. The shift is already happening around you, and you may not even realize how carefully it's being revealed. The silence that once felt ordinary will now begin to sound louder, carrying hidden tones you never noticed before. It is heaven's way of letting you hear the whispers of truth behind the curtain. Pay close attention, because the moments of exposure are not random, they are orchestrated. A message may come late at night, a sudden expression may flicker across someone's face, or a careless slip of the tongue may give you everything you need to know. Each of these moments is a puzzle piece, and together they form the picture you were meant to see. What seemed invisible is about to become undeniable. You will start to notice the eyes that look away too quickly, the hesitation in the tone of their voice, and the strange pauses when your name is mentioned. These little signs are not accidents, they are confirmations. And here is where your strength shines brightest. You don't need to chase answers, because answers are already running toward you. The more still and alert you remain, the faster their mask begins to unravel. Their plan can only survive in silence, and silence is no longer possible. The one who thought they could hide their hand underestimated the power of timing. At the very moment they believe they are safe, their secret will slip. The truth is too heavy to remain buried, and it is being pushed to the surface for your protection. Remember this: not all exposure comes with noise. Sometimes the loudest revelation is the quiet shift in your own spirit, the sudden clarity that tells you without words. Trust that inner recognition, for it is sharper than any outward explanation. Archangel Michael says, "You are being guarded on every side." Their footsteps may draw near, but their shadow cannot cross the line of light set around you. That line has already been drawn, and no hidden motive can move past it. Even in the midst of this unfolding, your life is being aligned with greater blessings. For every hidden scheme that falls apart, a new opportunity will rise in its place. This is the exchange of heaven: darkness dissolves, and light brings new beginnings. The coming days will show you something unexpected. The very one who plotted against you will stumble over their own plans. Their own words, their own choices, and their own impatience will betray them. And you will not need to lift a hand, for truth carries its own justice. Stay steady, beloved, because the weight of this revelation is not meant to break you, it is meant to make you stronger. The moment you recognize their real intent, your steps will no longer be uncertain. You will walk with clarity, and clarity is the greatest shield of all. The energy around you will confirm this shift. Dreams may hold clues, sudden déjà vu moments may strike, and even unexpected numbers or signs may appear before you. Each of these is heaven's way of keeping your spirit awake, reminding you that nothing can touch you unprepared. Do not allow panic to take root in your chest, because fear is the only opening they ever wanted. Instead, let your breath remind you of strength, let your stillness remind you of clarity. For the one who stays calm sees more than the one who rushes in chaos. And soon, very soon, you will look back and realize that this was not a warning of disaster, it was a preparation for victory. The person who tried to stand against you will be the one who exposes themselves. Their own shadow will betray them in front of the light. Stay close, because the final revelation is not far. The mask will fall, the truth will surface, and you will stand protected, unshaken, and stronger than before. What they planned in silence will be silenced forever, and what was meant to harm you will turn into proof of your resilience. The atmosphere around you has already started shifting, and whether you notice it or not, the signs are multiplying. Every movement, every glance, every hesitation from this person carries a hidden weight. They cannot mask it forever because truth has a way of pressing through even the strongest disguise. You will begin to notice how their presence feels heavier than before. The energy they bring into a room will no longer align with peace but with tension, and your spirit will catch it instantly. This is not paranoia, it is recognition, and recognition never lies. When they try to stand close, you will feel distance. When they attempt to smile, you will feel the hollowness behind it. Their mask is cracking, and the pieces are falling in front of your very eyes. Stay calm, because the more you observe, the faster their illusion shatters. They relied on your blindness, but now that your vision has opened, their moves cannot succeed. What they built on secrecy is now collapsing under the weight of exposure. The moments ahead will reveal the full story. Perhaps it will be through a conversation you overhear, perhaps through a slip of words they never intended to share. The mask they wear is heavy, and soon it will fall without warning. But here is your advantage: you are not walking unprotected. The shield around you is strong, woven with clarity and foresight. Even before they act, you already stand prepared, 2 steps ahead of their intent. Archangel Michael says, "The one who rises against you will stumble on their own path. The weight of truth will trip their feet, and the light around you will not allow their shadow to touch you." These words are not distant, they are present, active, alive in this very moment. Understand this, beloved: the person plotting in silence is not stronger than the protection covering you. Their whispers are nothing compared to the thunder of truth. Their hidden moves are fragile compared to the shield that guards your steps. The next days will deliver confirmation after confirmation. You may see it in the way others begin to speak differently, or in how the truth slips into conversations without your asking. Every revelation will arrive like pieces falling into place, showing you the picture you were never meant to miss. You do not need to fight to prove anything, because exposure is already at work. Their hidden motives are being pulled into the light, and soon everyone will see what you are already beginning to sense. The curtain is lifting, and nothing can hide behind it anymore. Do not let worry tighten your chest, because this revelation is not here to burden you, it is here to free you. The truth may sting at first, but it will also strengthen you in ways nothing else could. Once you see clearly, no shadow will ever trick you again. And when this moment arrives, you will realize something greater. The attempt to harm you only revealed how deeply you are being protected. What was meant as a trap becomes evidence of your shield. What was meant as silence becomes a loud declaration that you are chosen. Stay steady, stay present, because the final unveiling is closer than you think. The hidden plan cannot stand, and the mask cannot remain. Very soon, you will see everything with absolute clarity, and you will walk away not in fear, but in strength. The truth is not approaching slowly, it is racing toward you. Every second that passes pulls the mask from their face, leaving less room for them to hide. And though they try to maintain control, their own energy is slipping through the cracks. You may feel it in sudden moments of silence, when the air around you grows heavy. You may sense it when their words no longer match their actions, and the weight of dishonesty begins to hang between you. These are not accidents, these are signals carefully arranged for your awareness. The one who thought they could move unnoticed is now walking under a spotlight. Their steps, once hidden in shadow, are now loud and clear before your spirit. And no matter how hard they try, they cannot walk away from the light of truth. This is the stage where the mask breaks completely. Their expressions will falter, their voice may tremble, and their carefully built image will fall apart. What they thought was secret will become so obvious that you will wonder how you didn't see it sooner. But do not waste energy in anger, because anger gives them power. Your strength is in stillness, in seeing the truth without being shaken by it. That is the posture of victory, the posture they cannot fight against. The protection covering you is not silent. It is active, alert, and always ahead. Long before they move, your shield has already responded, securing your path in ways you cannot yet imagine. Archangel Michael says, "Do not fear the schemes of man, for they dissolve before they reach you." Your clarity is your sword, and your calm is your shield. These words are alive now, wrapping around you like armor. Very soon, a moment will arrive where the truth can no longer be denied. You will see it in plain sight, and so will others around you. The exposure will not require your voice, it will reveal itself naturally, undeniably, unshakably. And in that moment, you will understand why this message came at the exact time it did. It was not to scare you, but to prepare you. It was not to weaken you, but to strengthen your spirit for what was about to unfold. The one who intended to harm your peace will only prove the depth of your protection. Their attempt will collapse, their motive will scatter, and their silence will be replaced with loud evidence of who they truly are. You will stand firm, untouched, and steady. Not because of chance, but because you were guided into awareness before the final unveiling. This is how victory looks, not with noise or chaos, but with peace and certainty. So remain anchored, because the end of this hidden story is not far. What they tried to keep secret is already dissolving, and what was meant to hurt you will be the very thing that shows your strength. The truth is on its way, and nothing can stop its arrival. The moment of exposure is drawing closer, and you will notice how quickly the energy around you shifts. The person who once seemed confident will begin to look unsettled, unable to maintain the same mask they wore for so long. Their own nervousness will betray the hidden truth more than any words ever could. You will see how silence begins to grow between you, not the kind of silence that comforts, but the silence that reveals. It will feel like an invisible wall separating their thoughts from their actions. That wall is not weakness, it is the light of truth pressing in on them. As the days unfold, their moves will appear clumsy. What they once hid carefully will start slipping into the open. Their pattern will break, and every small mistake will be another clue for you to piece together. And when you do, you will not be surprised, because your spirit has been preparing you for this exact moment. You already felt the unease in your chest, the shift in your surroundings, the sudden awareness that something wasn't right. Now those whispers will turn into undeniable evidence. Do not rush into confrontation, because timing is on your side. The revelation does not need force, it is already moving at its own pace. What was hidden will show itself, and you will stand as the one who saw it all coming. Even now, protection is surrounding you like an invisible circle. Every step you take is shielded, every decision you make is covered. What was intended to shake you will instead strengthen you. Archangel Michael says, "The shadows may try to gather, but light is always stronger." You are covered, chosen, and no hidden thought can rise against you. These words are your anchor when doubt tries to enter your heart. Very soon, a powerful clarity will enter your path. It may come through an unexpected conversation, a document, or even a sudden confession. However it arrives, it will leave no room for doubt, only confirmation. And when that moment comes, you will realize the strength you carried all along. Not only did you survive what was hidden, but you walked through it without being touched by fear. That is the mark of protection that no one can take from you. Stay close to this message, for the unfolding is not far away. The mask is breaking, the truth is rising, and you are standing right where you need to be. What was once a plan against you is already becoming proof of your resilience. The exposure you are waiting for will not arrive with noise, it will arrive with precision. A single word, a single slip, a single look will carry the weight of everything you need to know. In that instant, the fog will lift, and the hidden story will stand bare before you. The person you once thought unshakable will begin to show cracks in their presence. Their confidence will fade, their posture will shift, and the mask they built so carefully will crumble without warning. They cannot carry the weight of deception forever. You will notice how others around you begin to sense it too. Their behavior will not only reveal itself to you but also to the people connected to both of you. What was hidden privately will become a truth too loud for anyone to ignore. Do not let your heart rush, because patience is your greatest weapon here. The longer you remain still, the quicker their own actions will unravel them. They are standing in a trap they built themselves, and soon it will close completely. Every step forward for you will feel lighter, while every step forward for them will feel heavier. This contrast is the sign that clarity is taking over. You are walking in alignment, while they are walking in collapse. The protection over your life is not fragile, it is fierce. It moves ahead of you, behind you, and all around you, making sure no shadow can touch your light. Even before they thought to move, their steps were already watched. Archangel Michael says, the truth is not delayed. It arrives exactly when you are ready, and it always arrives stronger than the lie. His words are echoing now, and they will carry you through this moment with courage. Soon, the picture will be complete. You will see not only the intentions but also the reasons, the patterns, and the weakness that pushed them into their silence. And in that clarity, you will no longer feel confusion, you will feel release. The attempt to harm your peace will backfire, turning into the very reason you step into greater strength. They will not only be exposed but also stripped of the power they thought they held. And you will remain untouched, standing with calm authority. The story is not ending in fear, it is ending in freedom. What they meant as harm will become your confirmation. What they meant as shadow will become your light. And once it is revealed, you will never carry doubt again. The weight of truth is pressing harder now, and you can feel it in the air. The person who once appeared steady is struggling to keep their own story together. Every move they make feels less natural, and the cracks in their disguise are widening. You will notice how their energy no longer blends with yours. When they step near, it feels heavy, when they speak, it feels shallow. That unease you sense is not your imagination, it is confirmation. Very soon, a single event will trigger the final unveiling. It could be a sudden message, a conversation you were not meant to hear, or a gesture they make at the wrong time. Whatever form it takes, it will be the key that unlocks everything. And when it happens, you will not be caught off guard, because your spirit has been waiting for this very moment. Instead of shock, you will feel clarity. Instead of confusion, you will feel peace. The exposure will not come with effort on your part, it will come naturally, unfolding step by step. Their plan will collapse under its own weight, leaving no room for them to hide anymore. The light always wins, and you are walking in that light. Do not forget, every moment you stayed patient has built strength inside you. You did not rush, you did not chase, you did not fight in noise. You trusted the timing, and now timing itself will deliver the revelation. Archangel Michael says, "The one who hides in shadows cannot stand when the dawn arrives." And the dawn is already rising for you. These words echo like thunder, cutting through every trace of deception. The final chapter of this hidden story is about to be written. The mask will fall, the truth will surface, and you will stand free, untangled from every illusion. What once felt like a threat will turn into evidence of your resilience. When the unveiling is complete, you will not only see the truth about them, you will also see the truth about yourself. The strength you carried silently, the patience you held firmly, the wisdom you walked in quietly, all of it will shine brighter than ever. This is not the end of a battle, it is the beginning of freedom. You are stepping into clarity, guarded by light, and shielded by protection that no shadow could ever cross. The one who thought they could harm you only became proof of how deeply you are covered. The light of truth is stretching wider, and nothing can stop its reach now. You will see how quickly the pieces begin to connect, forming a picture that was hidden from you for so long. Every small clue, every strange moment, every uneasy feeling suddenly makes sense. The person who believed they could control the story is losing their grip. Their silence is louder than their words, and their actions are betraying the very image they tried to protect. It is not you who needs to prove anything, their own choices are exposing them. The one who thought they could weave shadows has only tied themselves in their own web. They believed they were 2 steps ahead, but in reality, they were already behind. Their downfall comes not from your hands, but from the weight of their own hidden intent. Archangel Michael says, "You are untouchable when you walk in clarity." No hidden scheme can remain when the light has chosen you. These words are not just comfort, they are a declaration over your path. Soon, the shift will be undeniable. The mask will break completely, the truth will stand in the open, and you will look at the situation with eyes that can no longer be deceived. What once felt uncertain will be replaced with unshakable peace. And as this chapter closes, you will step into a new strength. Not only will you see the truth about them, but you will also realize the depth of wisdom you now carry. This awareness will guide you, protect you, and keep you one step ahead always. The story that began as a silent scheme will end as a loud victory for you. Their plan will not stand, their shadow will not remain, and your path will not be touched. The protection is final, and the outcome is already in your favor.